Welcome to the latest episode of Bite-Sized Bible Breakdowns. This week, I look at Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel. Let's start with Isaiah, which is a complicated book. Isaiah is a composite work of three separate authors writing in three distinct eras about the events of those years. The book has been segmented and named by scholars for the relevant periods described, First or Proto-Isaiah for chapters 1 to 39, encompassing the Assyrian conquest era, Second or Deutero-Isaiah for chapters 40 to 54, dealing with events around the Babylonian captivity, and Third or Trito-Isaiah for the final chapters 55 to 66, covering the situations of the Second Temple post-exile era. Isaiah with Jeremiah and Ezekiel, both also written about the Babylonian exile, are grouped into the major or latter prophets of the Hebrew Bible. Given that Hebrew theology proclaimed the Israelites as the chosen people, rationalizations were needed to explain the political realities of their repeated subjugation by foreign empires. The major prophets' solution to this reality? The Jews were not acting holy enough, that they were sinners who didn't keep the laws of Moses properly or strictly, thus Yahweh sent foreigners to punish them, going so far as to proclaim that the Babylonians were acting as God's chosen tool. Now I have given all these lands into the hand of King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, my servant, and I have given him even the wild animals of the field to serve him. The major prophets all deal with this judgment on the people and their later return after Babylon's defeat by the Persians under Cyrus the Great. There are clues in these books of corrupted passages, such as anachronistic post-exile references in the first Isaiah section, specifically Isaiah 11, which implies the restoration of the Davidic line in a time when a king of the dynasty still sat on the throne of Judah. A shoot shall come out of the stump of Jesse, David's father, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. And Jeremiah's branch of David echoes the shoot in Isaiah. The days are surely coming, says the Lord, when I will raise up for David a righteous branch, and he shall reign as king and deal wisely, and shall execute justice and righteousness in the land. In his days Judah will be saved. This tree imagery is also found in Ezekiel. He took the top of the cedar, broke off its topmost shoot, he carried it to a land of trade, set in a city of merchants. Another book, one of the minor prophets, Zechariah, also mentions the branch. Yale Old Testament textual critic John Collins notes that the messianic hopes of Zechariah's post-exile time centered on Zerubbabel, the Davidic king in exile, or exilarch, appointed by the Persian governors as the governor of their new province encompassing the Old Kingdom of Judah. However, Zerubbabel did not appear interested in taking up the messianic Davidic mantle. John and I discussed this in a previous podcast, linked here for those who might wish a deeper dive into the topic. In an example of the different circumstances across all three Isaiahs, Collins notes that the later author of Second Isaiah has shifted the messianic expectations away from a Davidic restoration to the people of Israel as a whole. Thus, we can see a distinct evolution in the post-exilic thinking in Second Temple Judaism, particularly as the original messianic hopes surrounding Zerubbabel collapsed and messianism went dormant for centuries until they were resurrected during or shortly after the Maccabean Revolt, circa 170 BCE. But that's a topic for a future video. Thanks for watching. Please check out the other videos on my channel if history is your thing, and see you next time.